50 adventure rank XP off from AR60. It's time, boys. It's time we ascend. AR60! Ah! I lost. I freaking lost. Imagine getting to AR60. Oh boy, what am I gonna get today? And you get freaking 3 debate clubs for all that work, dude. My goodness. There it is, boys. The 3 singles, dude. Boom. So 150 primos, 3 acquainted fates, 21 heroes wits, 2 fragile, and 30 mystic enhancement aura. Alright, what will we get today? Do we get something good? Okay, I was about to say, dude, if that actually glowed gold, I was gonna freaking cry. Wait, shit, yeah? Okay, come on now. Dude, alright, second single, give me a Mona. Give me a Mona or a Jean, please. Or give me like a Kai or somebody. Give me somebody good. Alright, last single, boys. Last single, please. Give me a Mona or a Jean. I think my pity's at like 15. So like, I'm asking for way too much, but like, give me a Mona or a Jean. Catherine, stop playing with me. Stop. Okay, I mean, we got 2 4-stars. Give me somebody good. Beta? Dude, if I got a Lisa, Amber, or freaking Kaya, I would die. I'm not gonna lie. That would actually be 100% worth it. Okay, so welcome back, my Quactionauts. We're back with some more Genshin Impact, and I'm sure as you guys can see earlier from the stream clips earlier in the video, is that we finally hit AR60, which is very, very nice. So yeah, we're just gonna have a little talk here, and I'm just gonna go into, I guess, my journey of playing the game since day 1. So I am a day 1 player. I started back in September 28th of 2020. So I've been playing the game for about 15 months. And yeah, let's just get right into all my characters and we'll jump into the weapons, etc, etc. So let's get right into it. Okay, so I have Ganyu here. As you guys can see, we have Mona, Bennett, Venti, Albedo. I'm not going to name all the characters here, but we do have most of them. The only characters I am missing is Ito, Xiao, Goro, and Toma. So we almost have all the characters. Most of them are level 90. There's a few characters left that I need to 90. Won't talk about this guy. But yeah, most of them are 90. So if we go through like, all the talent levels and gear for all of my characters here. Ganyu is my favorite character. You can see her stats here. Typical 1k attack. We have 183 elemental mastery. She's 68, 194. There's the energy recharge, the power damage bonus, etc, etc. She has R2 Amos. There's the artifacts, Constellations, she's C6, and there's the talent levels, so 10, 13, 13, triple crowned. So maybe I should just go through all my characters' weapons, and then maybe like the talent levels and whatnot. So let's go through all the weapons. So we have Mona, she is using R5 Woodsith. My Bennett has Favonia on. There is Venti with R1 Elegy. My Albedo has R5 Cinnabar Spindle, we got that recently. There's Zhongli with R3 Homa. Kazwa has R1 Freedom Sword, R2 Skyward Blade on Jean, R5 Pines on Eula, R5 Sacrificial Sword, we don't talk about this. My Chi-Chi, she kind of shares the same sac sword as my Xingqiu. So I kind of go back and forth if I need to use my Chi-Chi. I don't really use this character, but Xingqiu does have the better sac sword on, so there's the other one. So Chi-Chi, R5 sac sword. Here is Ayaka with R1 Mistsplitter. There is Ball with R1 Engulfing. Kaching with R1 Jade Cutter. MC kind of naked right now. Like sometimes I might use my MC, not really. It's kind of like really I will actually use this character, but if I do, I'll probably give her Jade Cutter. But so for now, she's just holding on to this R5 Lion's Roar. So my Kokomi has R3 Moonglow. Child R5 Stringless. We don't talk about this. I don't use my child. There's my Yoimi with R1 Thundering Pulse. Hu Tao is kind of benched, don't really use her, so she has on R5 Dragon's Bane at the moment. My Klee is using R5 Dodical Tails. Doluk, we don't talk about him, I don't really use my Doluk, so he's using R5 Sea Lord. There's the one with R3 Spine. My Ningguang is just kind of holding on to this Memory of Dust as a placeholder, so R1 Memory of Dust. I usually sometimes use Lost Prayers on her, but that's on my Yanfei currently. So we have Sayu, she's kind of holding on to my R2 Wolf Gravestone. Sucrose with R5 Sac Fragments. Rizar with R1 Deathmatch. Deona with R5 Sac Bow. Sara with Skyward Harp, R1. Fischl, R5 Alley Hunter. Beto, my Beto's kind of just naked right now. She's not really even wearing full gear. So she has on R5 Sac Greatsword. So yeah, the whole Chi-Chi and Xingshu thing. So Xingshu has R5 Sack Sword. Lost Prayers R2 on Yanfei. Xinyan with R4 Skyward Pride. Shangling with R3 Weightbreaker. Lisa with R3 Atlas. She will kind of share the same Lost Prayers that I use kind of like amongst all my Catalyst users. So she's just kind of holding on to this Skyward Atlas. Barbara, Portep Amber, don't talk about her, and everybody else is just kind of nakedish. So if we go into the Constellations again, so Ganyu C6, Mona C4, Bennett C5, yoink! No, I will not do that. I would die if I clicked on this button. My Venti is C0, Albedo C0, Zhongli C0, Kazwa C0, Jean C4, Eula C6, Chi-Chi C5, Ayaka C0, Raiden C6, Kaching C3, MC is MC. Kokumi C2, Child C0, Yoimiya C0, Hutao C1, Klee C0, Deluxe C5, Noel C6, Ningguang C6, Sayu C5, Sucra C6, Rosario C6, Diana C6, Sora C6, Official C6, Beidou C6, Xingshu C6, Yanfei C6, Xinyan C6, Xingling C6, Lisa C3, Barbara C6, Aloy C0, Kaya C4, Razor C6, Amber C4, and Chunga C6. So, if we look through the builds again, we've already looked at Ganyu. So my Mona, here are the stats. She's 49, 143. I kind of need to get better gear for my Mona. Like, I kind of share like emblem gear-ish, but right now, like my main emblem set is on Raiden Shogun. So she has on like my top tier emblem set. So if I really need to, I kind of, like I have 3 emblem sets. So I have one on Raiden, my second one is on Sauron, and my third emblem set is on Rosarian. So it's like, if need be, sometimes I may give my Mona an emblem set, but usually I'll just keep her on a 2-piece variant set, so Heart of Death Noblesse. So those are the stats. Again, she's R5 Witsith, C4, and her talents are 2, 6, 12. I've been meaning to crown Mona, so eventually I'll end up crowning this. So my Benny boy, there are the talent levels 3, 8, 13. There's the stats. My Bennett is usually just there to E and Q, so all I really care about is HP and his energy recharge. So this is enough ER from the burst and cooldown, so he's perfectly fine with this ER rate. HP is 28.7k, and the other stats again are not really that important, just HP and energy recharge. And he's on 4-piece Noblesse. So here are the artifacts if you guys want to like see the actual stats of my Bennett. So feel free to pause here. Alright, so Venti. So here's my Venti, 1.9k attack, 100 elemental mastery. Right now I'm using more of like a DPS Venti build. I kind of have Elegy on him at the moment. Sometimes I may swap this Elegy between Venti and Sauron, and I might give Venti like Stringless for example, but right now he has Elegy on, so that's the bow he is on currently. He's using VV Glad at the moment. Again, he's C0, and his talents are 6, 10, 9. The reason why I have this crown is because I kind of prefer DPS Venti, even though like I'm using Elegy. But yeah, so I mean Venti's Venti, he's broken. Here are the stats here, 63 and 141. So there are the stats. Albedo. My Albedo is still a work in progress. He has 2.4k defense, 56, 137, and he's on 4-piece husk. So the stats aren't the best here, so again, here are the stats if you guys want to see them. So there are all the stats. So his like gear is still a work in progress. Not the best crit damage, but it is what it is. And he is again C0, and his talents are 199. So there's Albedo. So here's Zhongli, 50k HP. It's Zhongli, right? Again, he has R5 Homa. My Zhongli is C0. And he's using 4-piece Tenacity. So right now he's using a triple HP build, as he's there just for his shield. So triple HP build Tenacity. And there are his talent levels, so 599. So here's Kazuha, 948 Elemental Mastery. He's using R1 Freedom Sworn. There's artifacts full VV, so this is full EM build. So EM on the Sands, Goblet, and Circlet. So pretty straightforward. Again, my Kazuha is C0, and the talents are 779. So there is my Kazuha. Okay, so Jean. My Jean is kind of on like a weird support build. She has R2 Skyward Blade on right now, on Noblesse Glad. I've been meaning to swap her to like VV Noblesse or VV Glad, but I just haven't farmed Valley of Remembrance in like ages. So I don't really have VV pieces to really use on her, so she's kind of using a weird mixed build. Again, she's C4, the talents are 6, 6, 12, and there are the substats. So not the best in terms of crit damage, as I'm using her more for support. But the energy recharge is like somewhat good enough for the burst on cooldown, so she's just there to EQ and heal the team and whatnot. So here's my Eula. Eula is 2.3k attack. She's using R5 Pines again. 4-piece Pale Flame. Constellations is C6. And right now she's 8, 11, 13. So here are the substats. So 62, 207, 136 ER. I usually use my Eula with my Raiden Shogun, so she gets her burst pretty much on cooldown. So these stats are pretty much okay. So C6 Eula is C6. She's pretty broken. It's Eula. Eula's busted. Alright, so Chi-Chi, we don't talk about Chi-Chi. she has 4-piece OHC, so Ocean Hued Clam, and she's C5 again. Her talents are 9, 12, 12. So yeah, that's Chi-Chi. So Ayaka. My Ayaka is 1.8k attack, basically 1.9k attack. Right now she's 59 to 228. I haven't really like farmed Blizz since like Ganyu back in like 1.2-ish. So like I don't really have like a good 4-piece Blizzard Strayer set. So she's using Blizz Noblesse. And she's C0 again, and her talents are 8, 8, 9. And she's using R1 Mistsplitter. So that's basically my Ayaka build. Okay, so Raiden Shogun. Raiden Shogun's level 90, 1.7k attack. There's the Elemental Mastery, doesn't really matter too much. Again, she's using R1 Engulfing Lightning, Artifacts, 4-piece Emblem set. And she's C6. And her talent levels are 1, 12, 13. So here are the substats if you guys want to see them. Okay, so Keqing, 1.7k attack. I'm using R1 Jade Cutter. Here are the artifacts, 4-piece Thunder Soother. C3 Keqing again, Constellations, and she's 9, 9, 12. So here are the substats for Keqing. Okay, so my MC's naked. So we'll just skip past the MC. Alright, so here is Kokomi. So she has 38.7k HP. There's the attack value. Here are the substats here. So right now she's using R3 Moonglow. I'm not really gonna talk about this. Basically, I was trying to get Jade Cutter, and we ended up with this. So here are the artifacts. Ocean Hued Clam. She has the 4-piece set on. She's C2 again, and Constellations are 999. So there is my Kokomi. So Child, I don't really use my Child. He is Stringless on. If I do use him, I'll most likely give him Thundering Pulse, but like that's on my Yoimiya currently. So there's the Constellations. There's the artifacts. Again, I don't really use my Child, so like, if I do need to use him, I'll probably just like yoink Rosaria's Heart of Depth Flower, and then he'll have the 4-piece bonus. But I don't really use him, so like he's kind of naked-ish right now. His talent levels are 10, 9, 9 with his passive, so technically it's 9, 9, 9, but he's 10, 9, 9 with his passive, so there are the talent levels, and that's pretty much Child. So here's my Yoimiya, 2.1k attack, 72 Elemental Mastery. Again, R1 Thundering Pulse. Artifacts are 4-piece Remy. Constellation, C0, and talents 999. Or actually, no, I forgot about, I didn't get this to 9 yet. So this is still a work in progress. So she's 9 and 8. So here are the substats if you guys want to see. 77 crit rate, 224 crit damage, there's the energy recharge, and the pyro damage bonus. So there is my Yoimiya. So my Hu-Tao is bench, so like there's the HP. She has on artifacts. If I do use my Hu-Tao occasionally, then I'll give her Homa from Zhongli. But for now, I have Dragon's Bane on her, so, you know, the stats aren't really ideal. She's C1, and her talents are 9, 10, 9. And I actually regret giving her this crown, I'm not gonna lie. Give me my crown back, Hu-Tao. So we have Klee. My Klee is not really wearing anything. She has 4-piece Instructor. I just have this set on her as like a placeholder set. It's always good to have 4-piece Instructors. So she's basically naked. My Klee is C0. There's the talent level 999. And I won't really look at the stats, as again, she's wearing 4-piece Instructor set. So here's my Diluc, 1.4k attack. There is stats, not the best, because he's kind of naked right now. He's missing like 2 artifacts. If I do use my Diluc, then I'll just like kind of like grab Crimson Witch pieces from like my Hu-Tao or somebody, and then like gear him and give him Wolf Gravestone. But right now, I'm not really using him, so yeah, that's pretty much my Diluc. C5 Diluc, his talents are 9, 12, 12. Alright, so here is my Noelle. 1.3k attack, 1.5k defense. There are the stats, she's 8147. There's Serpent Spine R3, artifacts. Oh yeah, I just realized I had to give her back. Let me actually do this now. Because I kind of swap back and forth between my Albedo build and my Noelle build. So right now, I gotta give her back her 4-piece Glad. Where is... I think it was this piece. Which is not the best, by the way. So here are the actual stats. 73, 147. So there are the stats. 139 ER. Again, R3 Serpent Spine. 4-piece Glad. She's C6. And talents are 9, 12, 12. Alright, so my Ningguang, naked, not really using her right now. If I do use her again, I'll give her Lost Prayers. In terms of artifacts, she has on Glad Petra, not the best substance. She's C6, and her talents are 9, 12, 12. So that's pretty much my Ningguang. I just use Sai for exploration. I do not use her in like actual combat. But there's her attack because Wolf Gravestone is broken. It's 2.4k attack just about. R2 Wolf Gravestone, there are the artifacts Glad VV. She's C5, and the talents are 9, 11, 12. So there are the substats, not the best. I don't really use my Sayu for like actual combat again, so there's the substats there. Okay, Sucrose, she has 724 Elemental Mastery, she's using R5 Sacrificial Fragments, and she has kind of random pieces on, because my Sucrose and my Caswas share the same pieces. So she kind of just has random like Elemental Mastery pieces on currently. So there's her Elemental Mastery, and that's pretty much Sucrose. And she's also C6. And the talents are 6, 12, 12. Okay, so Rosaria, 1.4k attack. She's using, again, R1 Deathmatch. Artifacts she has on my 3rd emblem set, so Emblem of Severed Fate. Constellations are C6. And talents are 2, 12, 12. So here are the substats. The reason why this crit rate is so high is because I use my Rosaria mainly for her passive. So basically, from her second passive, according to Rosaria's crit rate, if you're at like 100%, you give like your teammates 15% crit rate for 10 seconds. So like I'm kind of using my Rosaria as like a crit rate buffer. So that's why like she has like a weird crit rate to crit damage ratio. So she's just there as like a crit rate buffer, if that makes sense. So that's why the values are kind of wonky. So that's pretty much my Rosaria build. Alright, so Diona. Diona is level 90, 31k HP. She's using R5 Sackbow, artifacts 4-piece Noblesse, Constellations C6, and talents are 6, 12, 12. So with my Diona, I just use her in Morgana usually, so that's why she's using 4-piece Noblesse. And if you don't know what Morgana is, it's basically just a freeze comp with Ganyu, Venti, Mona, and Diona. So my Diona is just there as a buffer in Morgana comp. She has 4-piece Noblesse. So this is standard like HP main stat artifacts, right? So triple HP and Noblesse build. So that's pretty much my Diona. Alright, so my Sora is level 90, 1.9k attack. She's using Skyward Harp for the high base attack value, as she's pretty much Electro Bennett. Artifacts are triple emblem set, so 4-piece emblem, Constellation is C6, and talents are 6, 13, 12. So here are the substats here. So again, feel free to pause if you guys want to see the substats. Okay, so my official 2.4k attack. She's using R5 Alley Hunter. I use my official pretty much for support. So like, she doesn't really have the best pieces on right now, but she's just there mainly for her Oz. But here is her Constellation, so she's C6. Talents are 6, 12, 12. And there are the substats. So not the best substats. I usually kind of like swap around pieces for my official if I need better substats. So she kind of is not really being used, so she just has random pieces on kind of at the moment. So here's my beta, not really being used as well, kind of the same thing as my official. So she's holding R5 Sat Greatsword, she's missing artifacts, as again she's not being used, she's C6, and her talents are 6, 12, 12. So there are the substats, again not the best, that she's not being used. Let's go to Xingshu. So Xingshu has 1.5k attack, he has R5 Sack Sword, there's the artifacts, 4-piece Lava Walker. The only reason why I have Lava Walker on my Xingshu is because if I do use my Xingshu, I pretty much just use my Xingshu with Hu Tao. So like obviously Hu Tao would apply Pyro, and then Xingshu would benefit from this 4-piece bonus from Pyro affected enemies. So this is kind of why I have Lava Walker on my Xingshu currently. Sometimes I might give him 4-piece Emblem, or I might like use a mixture of like Heart of Death Noblesse, like what I have on my Mona. So it kind of depends what I'm doing exactly. But I don't really use my Xingshu that often, as I don't really use my Hu Tao that often. So he kind of just has this random 4-piece Lava Walker set on at the moment. He's C6, as you guys can see, and his talents are 2, 12, 12. So there are the substats, not the best, as he's using kind of like a random set right now. So feel free to pause again if you want to see the substats. Alright, so here is the unfair. 1.7k attack, there's R2 Lost Prayers, she's using 4-piece Wanderers, she's C6, and her talents are 9, 12, 12. So right now she's 85, 171. So there is my Yunfei build. So here's Xinyan, 2.3k attack about. She's using R4 Skyward Pride, artifacts Noblesse Bloodstained, C6, and her talents are 9, 12, 12. Usually I just use my Xinyan as like a Q bot, so I just use her for the Q. as her C2 basically gives you 100% crit rate value when you use your elemental burst, so a Rift Revolution, right? So whenever I Q, I get that automatic crit on my burst. So I usually just use it for burst, so she kind of has like a weird like crit rate value as an auto like burst, like an auto crit on my burst. So she has this. It's not the best crit damage, judging by like the pieces I have, and like just focusing on crit damage. So it definitely could be better, but these are like pretty much the pieces I just have on my Xinyan. So there's pretty much the Xinyan build. Shangling, level 90, 1.4k attack. She's using R3 Waybreaker Fin. She's kind of naked right now because I sometimes give her my emblem set from Raiden Shogun. So she's C6, as you guys can see there. She's 2, 9, 12. And yeah, that's pretty much my Shangling. So here's my Lisa, level 80, 1k attack. Again, she's not really being used, so she has R3 Skyward Atlas. There's her artifacts, not the best substats. She's C3. And she's 8, 8, 11. So not the best substats, that she's not really being used. So Barbara, Prototype Amber, not really being used. Actually, no, she's holding my Shenna stat. So she's just kind of here. I want to be as tall as my big sister. No, you don't. You're gonna hold my Shenna pieces. Alright, so here is the constellation. So C6 Barbara. There's the talents, 188. And then these characters are not really being used again, so like I won't really go through them. My Aloy is holding on to my Yunjin pieces. She's C0, she has no constellations, and there's her talent levels. So I won't really go through these characters, as they're not fully built yet. So yeah, that is pretty much all my characters there. So if we go through my weapons, there's all the weapons, which we went through shortly. Maybe you didn't see Jade Spear, because that's not on anybody right now. And then here's all the 4 stars, as you guys can see. I won't name all of them, but you guys can just look through there. They're all down here. I have way too many 4-star weapons. And these are just like extras that I got from like pulling. So I just randomly took them to R5. I was like, you know what, why not? Let me just R5 them. So there's extra weapons there, a few 3 stars, and then a bunch of like 1-star fodder. Alright, so here are all the 5-star artifacts. Most of my artifacts are on my characters, at least the good ones. So these extra ones I won't really go through, but I'll just give you guys a look at how many artifacts I actually have on me. So these are all my 5-star artifacts. I feel like I don't have that many after playing the game for like so long. And these are pretty much just all just fodder. I have a few that are locked that might be good to roll later in the future. But that's pretty much it really in terms of artifacts. That is pretty much my AR60 journey. Hopefully this is not too long. I kind of just like rambled on here. I still can't believe I'm actually AR60. My goodness. But yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what AR level you guys are. So hopefully you guys all enjoyed. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one.
Told my brothers one day we gon' make it. We just gotta grind for that paycheck. Mama told me one day I'll be famous. Remember when she used to say she hate this. That ended with life when I say shit. Now I'm inside all them people's playlists.